Hello, everybody. I hope all of y'all are doing well. As for that title, currently the weather is pretty crappy down here, so here's to hoping that there isn't a power outage or internet outage. So I guess let's just hope that that doesn't happen, because it's been a very bad weather kind of afternoon. And alongside that, it's also just very windy, which is not good either. Hey, Aiden. But thankfully it's still on for now, and it seems like the worst of that storm has gone past, so that's all good. Don't really know what to play today, honestly, because I've got games I could make some more progress in or try to get closer to finishing. Hey, Razvin. Obviously there's still some more Resident Evil 7, but I don't know if I really want to play that tonight. There's also Indiana Jones, the PS5 version, of which I'm already about halfway through the game. Already through the first 3 of the 6 levels. I need to look at some guides of this game before I consider playing it. Hey, Goran. Hey, Robbie. Hey, Zinky. Yeah, we'll play this at some point. I actually am kind of interested in playing that. And then obviously we've got my giant backlog of random crap to play still. And then RoboCop, just sort of waiting for the, to see if it's going to get DLC or not. Oh, I know it's getting DLC, I just don't know if it's getting DLC trophies. Got a couple of easy platinums that I can save up for if I need something quick before 900 or something. And yeah, that's, nothing else much has changed in here. I haven't been playing too much this week, because played some of the Indiana Jones game, and that was really about it this week so far. Obviously, Minecraft got that done again, but I'm sure that it will continue to get updates, and I wish it would kind of stop releasing updates on the PS4 version. We could just get the PS5 version from here on out. So the Minecraft movie on Max. Hey, sweet. Started another backlog game from a while back. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. I remember that game. Finally saw Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom these last few days. Oh, very nice. Yeah, Raiders is still legendary. Temple of Doom is not amazing, but it's not, like, bad by any means. Now playing through the story on the hardest difficulty while going for the collectibles, then just the miscellaneous trophies. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I remember that game. It's one that honestly gets forgotten about a lot, even though it's actually pretty good. Like, it's got a lot of good parts to it. It does have a few issues with it that I can definitely say are there. Just pulling up PSN profiles on my phone, just looking at stuff on here. I will say, it's looking like Death Stranding 2 is apparently going to be really good. Like, it's getting universal acclaim right now, which is making me definitely feel like it's something that I might want to play. Oh, look at this. Okay. Hellblade 2 is actually coming to PS5. I guess that's not really a surprise with all the other stuff that we're getting on PS5 now. Played it a long time ago. The trophies have no timestamp. Oh, dang. And you watch Temple of Doom first. Yeah, I mean, you don't really need to watch those first 3 in order. The other ones take place after, and it makes more sense on those to wait. Temple of Doom is your favorite from the series. I mean, it's certainly better than the 2 newest ones, but I still don't think it's all that. I mean, I don't think it's that great. I think it's the weakest of the original 3. Hey, Kelpo. Remember having a fun time with the game? It's pretty good. Have I played the first Death Stranding? I have not. I actually own it. I can't see the disc from here, but it's down on my game shelf somewhere. I have a physical version for the PS4. Well, it's the PS4 version, so if I wanted to do that, I could technically auto-pop most of the trophies onto the PS5 version of the original, and then go play the second one. Only problem is it's so time-consuming, and honestly, I feel like it's the kind of game I could probably end up enjoying a lot at some point, so it's definitely something I want to think of down the line. Both of the games, for that matter. I mean, I know that the first one's a little bit clunkier, a little bit stranger with some of its stuff, but the second one apparently has a lot of stuff that's streamlined and better. So, yeah, it could be an interesting idea for the future. I'm pulling up the Indiana Jones trophy guide because that might honestly be one of the better options to play through tonight because we haven't seen the rest of the game, so it's really just 3 episodes left. Really liked the bridge scene. Oh, yeah, the final battle of it. Both of them are the same, 3 out of 10, 80 to 100 hours, and that's what I was kind of expecting. So I think we'll start out with Indiana Jones. We'll see if we finish this one off tonight. If not, I might play something else later on as well. Yeah, Death Stranding could be an interesting one to play. I don't know how interesting it would be to stream, though, especially the first one. Because the first one is a lot more traversal heavy, I guess you could say. It's a lot less combat, the way that the second one apparently is. The second one's much more combat heavy. So, yeah. I don't know how interesting it would be to play the original after all these years. Gonna have to rewatch The Last Crusade because you barely remember it. It's pretty good, too. And then have to watch Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Oh, yep. That's easily the worst of the 5. Like, it's not even close. That's by far the worst one. It's just so stupid, but you'll get to see where some classic memes from the franchise are, namely the fridge. The nuclear bunker fridge. Which is still one of the dumbest things in movie history, but I want to say that, like, at least one of the theory channels has done, like, videos on it and found that somehow there might be some kind of way he could survive, so it's not 100% impossible. And I also probably need to turn off the music here because I'm sure it's copyrighted, so let me go ahead and do that here in a second. So yeah, about halfway through the game, an hour and 42 minutes in so far, so that's pretty solid. I knew a lot more what to do this time around. First, let's go to options, though. Let me go ahead and get the music. Turn the music off. That was strangely loud there. Alright, that's better. So now we won't have to worry about copyright. And let's go to the extras menu. And we're going to go to skins, and we're going to turn on the big head skin, because there is a trophy for getting through a level with that skin equipped. So, definitely going to do that. Journey Onward. Istanbul. We didn't actually play this one on the previous stream of this game. We didn't play any of these later levels, so this is the longest level in the game, by far the most collectibles at 12. The miscellaneous trophy here really isn't that hard, though. At least I know what to do for it this time. Current completion rate is 78.4%. Goals to get to 85%. You can definitely get there. Been playing a lot more backlog games recently. Yeah, fair enough. I know that... Who is it? Is it Mayor Hairbear that's got the wheel of PS3 games where he's playing every single like PS3 game in his backlog that's still obtainable and trying to clean them up? He's gotten a few good ones so far, at least.
When she saw the Ark among the reeds, she sent her maid to fetch it.
Glad you're able to watch Dial of Destiny in theaters. The only time you're able to watch one in theaters. Oh, yeah, that's true. Because that one...
Take the time you need.
The only two I saw in theaters were that one and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which is... Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was the first one I saw in theaters, which probably isn't, you know, the best introduction to that franchise. Everything's working there. Fourth film, you were only 3 years old. Yeah, my parents never would have taken me to a movie at 3 years old, at least not an Indiana Jones movie. But yeah, I might want to end up doing the Death Stranding games. I just don't know if it's something I really want to stream or just play more in the background, except maybe for occasional streams if I don't know what to play. And we have Big Head mode on, which is interesting looking, but all good. I still got some Perrier left over from when my parents came a couple weekends ago, because they got the Costco membership, so I can get some actual really good sparkling water, because I'm the weirdo that drinks sparkling water, but we've established that many times before. Mayor Hairbear. Okay, yeah, so that is who it is. Because I know that he's doing that. Bushido's doing Death Stranding. Trying to think of who else. One of them, Sandra's, I think it was, just did like all the obtainable GTA games, or one version of each of them, which was crazy. Follow the only possible path and you will see this artifact. I wonder if it's that one. So yeah, we have to complete a level with this very distracting big head mode on. And this level has 12 collectibles in it, by far the most. Besides RE7 and Indiana Jones, what may be next? At some point, I will do Resident Evil Village. I just don't know if I want to do, like, the entirety... Oh, it's X, right. I don't know if I want to stream the entirety of it or not yet. We'll have to sort of figure that out. Because, I mean, it could be an interesting... Oh, you don't actually have to beat the level? It just pops by playing a few minutes? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take an easy trophy. I thought you had to beat the whole level. I could have sworn you did, but I might have also done it on like one of the easy short levels initially, so on the other version, so that's probably why. I've gotten a little bit better at the combat as well, so... Again, it's an old game, it's kind of janky. Yeah, Resident Evil Village, like I said, I don't know if I would play the whole thing on stream. It could be interesting, though. I think it could make for a good stream series. It's not super long, either. Just the only problem is I think it has a lot of collectibles. And it's sort of like the others where you pretty much have to get the collectibles in a single run. So that's the only real concern I have with it, that you might have to get all the collectibles in a single run. And following a collectible guide while playing a game when it's something more complicated like that and a lot more than just like 10 or 12 collectibles in a level, I don't know. We'll see about that, though. I know I've always still said Siphon Filter at some point. That franchise get every Siphon Filter trophy, which... The thing for that is that I thought there were more guides out there. I think only like 2 of them have trophy guides written, so... Do a little bit more research on them just so I know what I'm getting into, and then I could actually write trophy guides for the rest of them, so that would give me a chance to write a few guides. Definitely good, because it's been a little while since I've written one. I think the last one I did was like the I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream walkthrough, which was still a lot of fun, by the way. Started working on Lego Indiana Jones 2, North American version. Oh, nice. Yeah, not my fault I wasn't born in the 80s. Maybe do the European version one day. I want to say Ghost did the European version at some point, or was going to. And I think he liked it overall, from what I remember. Or he might just own it, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so next one's not until we go down below here. There's a thing we have to pick up, I'm assuming. At least I think that's what we had to do. I probably got stuck in this room on the other version as well. Yeah, we've got that, and then... I know that it's... Oh, is it this? Yep, that's it. That's right. Pops after killing an enemy with the head activated. Okay, then. Well, that makes more sense. Hey, secret underdog! Lady Ethan must die a few days ago. First run, all you got were the survival knife and chem fluids, no guns or anything. Got to the area with the turrets with no guns. Honestly, you still made it reasonably far then with just that crappy equipment. You know my pain, though. You guys all know my pain of that. He used the Force Unleashed 2 and COD World at War 2 DLCs for your current backlog games. Nice. Started Lego Avengers for the Vita. Ooh, isn't that the one that, like, really does not play well? Like, really does not run well? Is there not a torch in here? There's usually a torch. It's way dark in here. Alright then, I guess there isn't. But that's totally fine, because we can climb up here and we can do a little bit of puzzle time. Don't need guides. Most of the Siphon Filter plats are just beating the game. Only one is the first one with complex trophies, and that one does have a guide. So, that's good then. Oh, I could still ride them, though. Give me something to do again, because it's been forever since I've ridden a guide. Currently working on the Platinum for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, the original. Nice. Could not get into that game. So only 3 more LEGO games on the Vita left. That's not bad at all, then. Indiana Jones went on a hiatus twice, because it took him 19 years to make Crystal Skull, and another 15 for Dial of Destiny. I'm sure some of it was just, like, licensing stuff. Or maybe Harrison Ford getting up there a little bit in age, especially for the 5th one. And he did definitively say that the 5th one will be the last one. They're not gonna... At least not while he's alive, there's never gonna be another one. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull what a lot of other companies do and bring it back at some point after he passes away. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they were scummy enough to do that. After leaving the cave, you return to the room from the beginning. Okay, so that's where we gotta go next. Played 5 of the 15 missions, and the mechanics are really whack. Gotcha. Which ones do I have left on the Vita? I don't know off the top of my head, but I can actually check that out because I now have a computer. The heck? Oh, there's new DLCs popping up for things that I wasn't expecting. I'll discuss that here in a second, but let me go to LEGO in here and I can figure out which ones I'm missing. Okay, for Vita LEGO games, I still need to do LEGO Batman 2. I don't think it's hard, I just have never been able to find a copy of it for cheap. LEGO Marvel Superheroes Universe in Peril. Marvel's Avengers. That's actually it. I'm only missing 3 of the Vita games. It's just LEGO Batman 2 and Marvel Superheroes Universe in Peril, and then Marvel's Avengers. That's all I'm missing on there. So Assassin's Creed 2 just got a DLC, or not Assassin's Creed 2, it's DLC Set 2 for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and it looks like an easy one. Pal World just got another trophy out of nowhere, or another trophy DLC on it. That's random. So yeah, just those 3 at this point. Didn't see a cliffhanger for Dial of Destiny. Yeah, it's not getting the sequel, but I'm sure that they will probably try to reboot it once Harrison Ford passes. Remake the series or something, because that's all they know how to do these days, is just remake and reboot stuff. Would be the hardest Resident Evil game to 100% Platinum and DLC. Definitely not any of the ones that I've done. There's a couple of the spin-offs that I know are definitely up there in difficulty. So that's the starting room, so that's not where we need to go. Like Revelations 1 and 2, Umbrella Corps. There's a handful of ones that are definitely more difficult. Okay, after the fighting, you'll most likely see the artifact under a balcony. Got it. And despite the big heads, I don't think you're any more vulnerable to damage. Nor are they. Which is good. Yeah, they always reboot stuff, so I'm sure that someday we'll get a reboot of the franchise. Or some kind of spin-off or something. But yeah, it's probably secret. It would probably be one of those old ones. Or not old ones, it would just be one of those, like, more obscure ones. So, like, Revelations 1 or 2, Umbrella Corps, stuff like that. It's definitely not any of the ones that I've done, I don't think. Like, definitely not like RE2 or 3, because those are fairly easy to use with the mechanics in them. RE4, neither version is particularly insane for Platinum. They do have some difficult DLC stuff, though, where if you don't want to use any exploits or anything. 5 is not that hard if you have an actual human co-op partner. 6 is easy just to grind. 7, the Platinum is easy, but as we saw, the DLC is pretty terrible. So that one's definitely up there in terms of the 100%. But I think some of those other ones are way more time-consuming, like 80 to 100 hours potentially in some cases. So that's another thing, is that none of the ones I've done are that long except kind of RE6. Since that one's like 50 plus hours to platinum and then another 20 plus for DLC, even if you're boosting it. Jack and Daxter PSP is short, can do it in 2 days. I've done a couple of games in the Jack and Daxter franchise, I just can't remember exactly. I think he just shot his own guy a few times. I just can't remember exactly which ones I've done, because I know I did the original. I did 2 and 3 once a piece. And I did at least one of the spin-off ones. I think I'm supposed to shoot this here. Yeah, that got him. So these are the guys that have machine guns. They're a little bit more dangerous. I've also been looking more into the Dolphin emulator so I can try to figure out, you know, what I can play on retro achievements, but haven't figured all that stuff out yet. Still working on it, but I'll figure it out at some point. I think I actually need to have, like, I need to figure out either how to, like, download certain things or actually, like, get stuff for them. Like, maybe even actually have my PS2 here for the PS2 emulator, which is different from Dolphin. Alright. Lego Batman 2 is your only physical Lego Vita game you own. I own a few of the others. Certain actors that'll never be replaced. Yeah, but, like, they're greedy enough that they might try to make that, reboot that franchise in some way, as tends to happen. Alright, that's our statue. Then Black Ops Declassified. Yep, still need to play that one. And after all the pain and crashing out of Resident Evil 7, I don't really want to play that in the next few days. W, what the hell is that? You mean the big head mode? Hey, Invisible! Considering permanently quitting content creation. I'm the only one to ever listen or reply. I mean, it takes time, and I mean, you haven't been on the other platforms for super long yet. I say, at least do it in, like, your spare time or something. Because, I mean, I don't do this full-time by any means, so you can seek out an income source somewhere else and then still do content creation for fun. Just try to enjoy it. Enjoy doing it on the side. Okay, that probably shouldn't have worked, but okay. You can at least enjoy, you know, doing it on the side. DLC in RE7 was created by a psychopath. Oh, some of it definitely was. Some of it's not that bad, but a lot of it definitely was. I mean, the worst trophies are done. The hardest trophy I have left is Night Terror, or Nightmare, whatever it's called, and that's really not all that hard. It's just... It's not easy, but it's not really hard, and it's nothing compared to what I've been through so far. Nothing compared to Ethan Must Die, or 21 Survival Plus, or even Joe Must Die. So getting income source even are not getting anywhere. Well, I say, like, still just do it in your free time and just have some fun with it. But, I mean, doing it full time, yeah, you would need to be making quite a bit of money off of it, so... And wow, that is loud. Hey, Cassie. Need 2 more trophies for Family Feud for Platinum. Nice, you're getting close to the end, then. And, knock on the wooden table here, I have not heard any more thunder. So, hopefully the storm here has passed. It at first sounded like it was like hailing and shit. It sounded like we were going to get something bad happening here.
Use the skulls to jam the gears.
Okay, yep, this is real logical. Oh, I have to hit X on it, okay. Alright then. And then we're gonna push this down. So is 21 Survival Plus harder than Ethan Must Die? I don't... Honestly, like... If I about this realistically. It took me 29 attempts to beat Ethan Must Die. But a lot of those attempts were not all that long. Okay, the next one's actually immediately after this. So yeah, a lot of those Ethan Must Die attempts were not that long. Like, a lot of them were done in, like, 10 minutes. Great camera angle there, by the way. Thankfully, we got the item. They could have made that a little bit more clear. But yeah, it's just like... Between 21 Survival Plus takes way longer, and it's still a bunch of RNG bullshit, but I think it has more strategy to it. And I mean, in the one and only attempt I did of it on stream, just to see what would happen, I got all the way to the 5th opponent without preparing at all. So, it definitely could have been harder than it was. I actually don't think I was supposed to do that yet. So yeah, it definitely could have been harder than it was. I would say that purely based on skill, it comes down more to Ethan Must Die being harder. In terms of just straight up pure skill, Ethan Must Die is probably harder. 21 Survival Plus is just as much, if not more, RNG bullshit, but it's more forgiving. Thank you, Pete. Geologically, it's getting messy. Not sure if currency value will stay or change. Once you make up your mind, you'll make an official announcement. Not taking back whatever you decide. I mean, like I said, I think you should just consider, like, do it on the side for fun and just slowly grow things. Because, I mean, for me, YouTube... Oh, yeah, there's a trap here. Of course there is. Because this is a logical type of trap. This is totally logical. Yeah, that's definitely something that happens in the real world, that was built in the real world. Cross the waterfall, you'll be chased by the blade, and before pressing the button, go to the right. And we get our 7th item already, so that's number 7 out of 12, so we're actually making decent progress on this level. I know what the miscellaneous trophy is. It's actually very easy if you know what to do. I don't remember if you said this already, but after getting the platinum for Battlefield 4 PS3 doing Lego Indiana Jones... Oh, nice, nice. It was a fun game. It had a couple of little issues, but... It was mostly pretty fun. There was like one bug trophy from what I remember. Now, how do we get out of here? Climb up, I assume? Yep. You can be playing perfectly on Ethan Must Die, then suddenly one hits you, yeah. And like, with the other mode, I would say with 21 Survival Plus, for one... If you play it enough, you can unlock extra rewards, like extra trump cards for your use on future runs. So you don't necessarily have to, like, even if you fail a couple of times, you will unlock new trump cards that can be better. So you do at least get rewards for continuously trying it. Ethan Must Die doesn't do that. And then 21 is more... There's a lot less variation to it, I will say that. Like, there's only 11 cards in the deck. There's only 11 numbered cards you can get at any given time.
Let's see. The Sultan had some harem girls.
Yeah, this puzzle's easy enough.
How these are supposed to be.
So yeah, there's only, 11 different cards you can get, so there's only a set number of combinations of things for that. And the trump cards, there are a lot of them. A lot of different ones. So there's a lot of variation with those. But I found that the game generally would give you some way to get through. And plus, with that one, you are allowed to make the occasional mistake. Like, you don't have to get through all 10 rounds without taking a hit. You're allowed to take 9 hits. Yeah, you're literally allowed to get hit 9 times, take damage 9 different times, so it's not as unforgiving in that sense. Now, you can also still get screwed over and just get a series of really bad hands, a series of really bad trump cards, or the game will just give you the Mama Big Head, or whatever its name is, the giant, like, fish-headed creature that's really hard to beat. I luckily didn't have to fight that one in mine. And then, like, certain opponents play differently than others, so if you learn how opponents play, if you have a guide that tells you how opponents play, that can make life a little bit easier because certain ones are more aggressive than others. Alright, so continue until you reach the part with the rotating blades. After you pass the first blade, immediately turn right. I'm about to say, was that going to fall down or something? Levels are super short, already beat 6 levels, and being able to play immediately using red bricks is a big help, definitely. Yeah, it's not a super long LEGO game by any means, but there are a few just weirder parts to it with the, like, the time trial stuff, I think it is. And we survived that, somehow. I mean, that wasn't really that long of a fall, so I guess it makes some sense. And more walking. I'm sure that at some point the ground will fall out under us, because that's how these games tend to work. Or how this game tends to work. Surprisingly not. Madhouse is not that bad. Yeah, Madhouse is not that bad. The thing is, with Madhouse, if you do it last, you can play it after you get the circular saw weapon. And the circular saw makes like 95% of the game pretty easy. You get the platinum first, then torture yourself with the DLC if that's all you have left. Yeah, it's really like, Madhouse really isn't that bad, it's just... I need the timing down here. Yeah, Madhouse really is not that bad, especially when you have the circular saw, makes life a lot easier. Which I think you get it from the speed run, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's not that bad. Madhouse is not that bad. Not compared to Ethan Must... Oops. Yeah, not compared to Ethan Must Die. Madhouse is nowhere near that bad. Ooh, Indy just got bisected. Alright, that's number 8 already out of 12, so that's good. Not doing Ethan Must Die at that. I don't blame ya. Like, Indiana Jones 2 is really weird because the stuff in that game is completely different from the movies. Yeah, from what I remember, it doesn't necessarily play that accurately to the movies. Go back and go the other way, go up and find the statue that will be there, push the statue straight until it falls, okay? So go back this way, and we have to push a statue to make it fall somewhere. It'd be nice if I could stop making the same mistake over and over again. And then, like, the other DLC stuff, the Joe Must Die mode is actually fairly challenging. Even with the better items, like even when you have the gauntlet, it can still be kind of challenging. Not a hero isn't that bad. Not a hero shouldn't cause too many problems. It's a little tough at times, but it's not anything insane. Okay, so that's a statue we gotta push down. Platinum itself doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, the platinum's really not that bad. It's not meant to be the same, but have you doing weird stuff like that final boss fight where he's controlling a big monster. I don't even remember that. Okay, so we swing across. Climb up the stairs. A couple of staircases here to climb up. Okay, then. That is already our 9th collectible of this level. So we are getting through this a little bit faster than I was expecting. Try on survival mode. Oh, for Resident Evil. Don't remember him having that in the movie. Yeah, he didn't have that in the movie. Okay, after getting the previous artifact, knock down the stone coffin, and we can get the next artifact through here. Somewhere. Right there. Alright, that's 10 artifacts down. There's only 2 more here. And then the remaining 2 levels only have a handful of them, thankfully. Number 11. Cross some more blades. Oh, it's when we get to that room with the weird buttons. I remember that puzzle. Loading screens. I think we go this way. Oh, get back up, Indy. Okay, we're still alive. Is that even where I was supposed to go? Yeah, I think it was. He won't pop that wall for some reason. I want to do this game one day. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. Like I've said before, it has not aged particularly well. Is that not... And I know that this is where we have to go to. I don't know why he won't hop over this ledge like he normally does. Okay, that didn't work, so... If he's not gonna do that, then how do I get down? Do I just have to run all the way back? 'Cause that's how we came in. Probably just wants me to run all the way back then. That's really convenient. For some reason. Oh, that looks like something. That's where we came in from. Seriously, you're gonna put me through a loading screen every time? Is it further over? Ah, there it is. There's the wall. Luckily, you're subscribed to Resident Evil Speedrunner, so that should help make things easier. Yeah, the speedrun for that game, the 4-hour trophy really isn't that bad. It's like, you can do it in 3 hours on the easiest difficulty if you have some idea of what you're doing. So it's not bad at all. I don't know what the point of that blade was, because it's not like it was doing anything. That looked like it was something that we could interact with. Alright, we got a little bit of a puzzle room.
We have to get to that coffin.
Okay, so press the button on the left first, and then the one to the left of it. So press this one. Then press this one. And then we should be able to break through a wall for our next to last collectible. We can. Awesome. I think Lego Indiana Jones 1 would get a classic list. I would love to see it happen. And, like, that was one of the ones I grew up on. Now, I will say that one is slightly annoying in that you have to pick up weapons. Like, you actually have to pick up your weapons. Okay, let's see if I remember what to do here. You have to hit these in a certain order. I'm trying to think. It's one... Are those both ones? Yeah, because that tells you how far they move, so... Let me try this one. Because that tells you how far they move, so I think that's the one we have to use. Then this one. And then this one, I think, is what we have to do. It's the same in the second game. Yeah, you have to pick up your weapons, and it's just kind of played in kind of a weird way. I mean, I liked the game, don't get me wrong. I grew up on that one, so I certainly would not mind playing through it again. Getting the Platinum Trophy in it. It was the second LEGO game I ever 100%ed. second one I had ever 100%ed, so... Because I 100%ed the original LEGO Star Wars, of course. But I had never gotten to 100%. Okay, that still doesn't work for some odd reason. Okay, why does that still not work? He would fall down this ledge. No, that's not exactly what I wanted to have happen. No, that doesn't work. Okay, then. So yeah, he disabled that. I might just have to go all the way back around. I think that's what I actually have to do, is just go all the way back around, which is kind of dumb. Yep, that's what we have to do. Kind of forgot about that. Because I remember saying that was very dumb the first time I played through this game, and it's still stupid on this version. No big deal, though. It's easy enough. Just kind of dumb. Alright, we can head on down the stairs. Oh, that way does not work. Okay, so that would take us to a lookout over the starting part of this level, which we can't go that way, so let's go the other way. And we drop down to there, and perfect. Run past. And there we go. The last one is after the upcoming cutscenes and after the enemies we have to kill. So we got a little bit of time until the last one pops up. It's after a section with spiders in it. So this room is where we're going to get the other trophy for this level. It's fairly easy, because there's like 12 enemies you have to kill. You just have to kill one of them with the swords by hitting the button. And that doesn't make any sense to anyone who hasn't played this, so... Oh, and then we're getting the final season of Squid Game. Premieres like tomorrow or Friday. I've actually been rewatching season 2 to get caught up on it. Definitely excited for that. See how they end it until they start milking it with other regional versions, because I know that there's a US version coming up. But I'll probably save that one for when I go home for 4th of July. I guess next weekend it'll be. Yeah, next weekend's 4th of July, so go home then and we can all just binge watch it, because it's only 6 episodes. Okay, so what we want to do, hit this and do that. And it pokes them. And it's death. So, easy miscellaneous trophy. Oh, he's got a weapon. Alright. Come at me. So those guys you have to dodge to be able to... Well, I guess I also have my whip, so... Bow down to me. Be the Sabrina Carpenter album cover, where you bow down to your master. That was an interesting album cover. Oops, I missed the dodge. Come on, try it again. There we go. A few more of them. Pokey poke. Ow. Jeez. Spike him. Yeah, just drop that weapon already. And then, of course, I can't hit anyone with the stick thing. And that should be it for that fight. It is. So it is Friday, okay. Yeah, I will definitely watch it, just probably not on, Okay, so what we have to do here is push these four toward the center. Yeah, I won't be watching it on release, though, because I'm going to just wait, and me and my parents will probably all just binge watch it, because it's only like 6 episodes. Playing Lego Indiana Jones 2 right now. Just completed Last Crusade, apparently, on the choose poorly, wisely scene didn't happen. Oh, that's dumb. That's a classic. It's a meme. It's an absolute classic moment. Push everyone on in.
From a guarding position to one used in knighting ceremonies. Huh. I'm gonna take that as a sign to go ahead.
And it's another secret elevator. See, there's one more collectible after we deal with some spiders here.
It must be fascinating work. Where are you off to next, Mr. Voller?
Well, with any luck, I'll be spending April in London. But enough about me. Tell me about our common acquaintance, Indiana Jones. I know who you are, Mr. O'Malley, and I know who you work for. The question is, does Jones? Bring her back and try not to cause a diplomatic incident.
Alright, that cutscene's done. Alright, so this last one, yeah, so we still haven't just
I need some
yet.
sort of light.
Should be coming up anytime now, though. Remember that her falling right at the end, but no, she's in a car instead. So they did change a lot, but I mean, it's weird because, like, I played that one, like, pre-COVID, I think. Like, I think that was one of the last things I really did, like, pre-COVID. Little polygonal spiders. Got a whole lot of details on them. Alright, we made it past the spiders. And that's the way we're supposed to go, but I think instead we're going to want to go over here, and it's down there, yep. And that's going to be our last collectible for this level. Alright. 4th level is almost done, and it's the longest one, so level 5 is not super long either, or just not super long at all. Is that as far as I had to push it? I guess it is. Level 5 isn't super long. And then level 6 doesn't have much in the way of, like, exploration. Oh, okay. That's what you wanted me to do. Aha! Also, the game forces you to play Crystal Skull first, and on top of that, there's 3 parts of it. Oh yeah, because it makes you play the test silo, or missile, not test silo, well the missile part is part of it, but it's also, okay, so I can't go that way. It's like that, and you have to go through a warehouse and stuff, and that level has one of the more, I guess you could say, trickier miscellaneous
This must be
trophies.
what Kingston was after.
Okay, so I believe we have to do that, yep. I don't think this is exactly how we do it, but... Nope, that's it. That was pretty easy. Not even the longest movie in the series, yet somehow has 3 parts.
That's the Bay of Bengal. The Himalayas.
Right, because these ancient societies knew exactly what the world looked like 10,000 years ago. And I'm sure there's one final combat segment here. Back then they thought the world was flat. I mean, I guess they did only see that one part of the world here, so I guess they got that part correct. Oh yeah, yeah, this is the elephant area, isn't it? The area where we have to ride an elephant.
Where'd you learn to do that?
Intruder! Allah, stop that man!
Kenya. Shall we?
Let's go. Okay, so we hit square at times to speed up. And circle to duck and slow down. Or just basically follow whatever button shows up on the screen at the time. You're good to go. This segment's kind of dumb, I remember. I love how these fools are trying to take out an elephant. Like, you understand that elephant is mightier than normal old 1930s car, correct? You have a car. I have an elephant. It's going to run over anything in its path and crush it.
Watch it!
Totally fine, ma'am. Whatever your name is supposed to be. It is kind of funny seeing him with the giant head to where he looks like he's 10 times the size of her. He looks like he's like, well, maybe not 10 times, but he looks like he's so much bigger than she is. Silly Germans, you think you're going to stop an elephant with a couple of pistols? Elephant is mightier than car.
We're gonna need something a little faster. We can't ride this all the way to Nepal.
Nepal? I'm a bit underdressed for that.
Alright, next level only has 5 artifacts. The Mosaic Mystery, that's another trophy unlocked. We should be able to get this platinum tonight, actually, the way things are going. Now, like I said, that's the longest level in the game, and only took about 50 minutes to get through. So yeah, we should be able to finish out the platinum tonight, then we can go play something else.
We're not stopping.
Boy, you don't let up, do you?
We're running out of time.
Relax. You need to
Yeah, I
warm
might
up.
end up just having to play the Death Stranding games at some point, just because Death Stranding 2 actually looks really fun right now, or just like a really good quality game. I think it's one of the most well-reviewed games of the year. I don't know if it's going to beat out, like, Claire Obscure, or... I feel like that's the other major one right now that people have liked this year. Night Rain, I feel like, didn't really do that much. Didn't make as much of a splash as a lot of people thought it would. I haven't heard Lizard Guy say much about it. Okay, so in this level we also have to warm up at 3 campfires. Our first collectible is going to be shortly after this first area. You would think they'd bring some slightly warmer clothes. Come on now. You have to be pretty much prepared for that, or else you're basically guaranteed to die.
It's freezing.
Freezing. Well, Indy, let's go ahead and warm up at our first campfire. There's 3 of these we gotta light. They're pretty easy to get, and they're basically unmissable if you want to survive the level. Alright, so our first artifact is after passing through the second wind gust. Arrive at a small cave, look to your left, see an ice wall to break. Oh yeah, that one was kind of annoying to find the first time through. Yeah, this next one upcoming is probably about the most well-hidden artifact in the game, or one of them.
It's freezing.
But yeah, in this level you will constantly lose health because of the cold weather. The frigid temperatures, and Indy still dressing like he's going to the beach. Actually, he's not dressed like he's going to the beach. I would hope not. He's just going out doing something casual. 6-hour platinum? Yeah, you can do this one in like... You can do it in less than 6 hours if you know what you're doing. My total playtime's only going to be like 4 hours, I think. Yeah, my total playtime should only be about 4 hours. Alright, so yeah, this collectible is pretty well hidden.
Light a fire.
It's right here. Like, that one's pretty hard to tell. I'll give them credit. They hid that one pretty well. And the next one isn't until we get to the village. So, again, we got a little bit of time until we get there. Yeah, I don't know how they expected most people to find that back in the day. Unless you just happened upon it and managed to notice the button press or something. It's the only thing I can think of. And more quick time events, because of course there are. This game loves them. But yeah, you can do the platinum in like 4 to 5 hours probably. I think the fastest times are like 3 hours. And I can honestly see how. Like, that's really not that unreasonable if you like really know what you're doing, especially if there's a way to skip cutscenes. I don't think there is, but there might be. Alright, we're nice and warm. Okay, this area is slightly obnoxious from what I remember, because there's a lot of quick time events. Of course there are. That's all this game really knows how to do. That seems like a sloped ledge. And we do have to be relatively fast here. And that's a little hole that I can already tell. We drop down to this one. Drop down again. Surprised it actually let me get through that. First try, especially. Apparently LEGO Harry Potter Collection PS5 just got a Japanese version. Oh boy, that's another game that I'll have to buy someday. I mean, not necessarily because I'm not doing all the LEGO games. Because that would require me to do LEGO Rock Band, and ain't no way in hell I'm doing that. I am not skilled enough to do that, nor am I about to go spend like several $100s on that. I mean, LEGO Dimensions maybe, because it's at least actual LEGO sets, and there might be a cheaper way to do it, but regardless, that's another miscellaneous trophy done, so that's great. Yeah, I don't really intend to do every single version of every LEGO game compared to some franchises out there. Telltale, sure, because there's literally only European versions aside from the Japanese version of the original Walking Dead. That is a very fake-looking tiger. I guess it's not awful by PS2 standards, but regardless. And we just probably murdered that tiger. At least now you can platinum the game once doing 1 through 4, and the other times is 5 through 7. Some do platinum to every version of LEGO games, including Rock Band. Yeah, because, like, that's the biggest issue with all of them. Like, LEGO Worlds is annoying and very time-consuming.
I knew if anyone could find this place, it'd be
But
you.
it's one that I could do if I really wanted to, and in all honesty, Ghost has, like, a
She's
setup
safe.
to
It's,
do it
a
really
bit
quickly.
complicated.
LEGO Dimensions is just expensive. Just stupid fucking expensive, unless there is actually a way to get the, like, the stickers or whatever for cheaper. Like, there might be a cheaper way to do it,
Let anyone near it.
to where the game can be tricked into thinking you have the minifigures when you don't.
Well, she tried to break into the temple, making the staff's existence
And
known
all the other
with dire
LEGO games
consequences. Imagine that
are
people might
totally
attempt to claim
doable.
and misuse it.
Even the other versions of them I could totally do at some point if I really wanted to.
Magnus?
LEGO Racing is apparently terrible, though. I
As
don't
long
think
as
I'd
you
want to do
retrieve
that one,
both
but
the other
it
shepherds,
is
you
it is a
should know where
thing.
to follow you.
And then LEGO Rock Band by far is the most
You read my
difficult one.
notes.
Because it is not a Rock Band, it is not a LEGO game with Rock Band mechanics, it is a Rock Band game with LEGO minifigures.
must get the staff before they do.
So that's the main problem with it. I feel like I got a burp. Apparently not. Yeah, both versions of Dimensions. But yeah, if you're able to do it once, you don't need to buy them again. And the funny thing is, Ghost actually has, like, most, if not, like, all of the sets. I think he has all of them, actually.
More Germans.
Except they look like ninjas. Why do they look like ninjas? Are you appropriating my culture? I don't know, though. I'd rather try to find, like, a way to get them for cheaper. And not spend, like, several $100s on that stuff. Even if it is kind of cool, kind of collectible. I mean, I love Legos for sure, but, like, there's other Lego sets I'd rather buy than Lego Dimensions stuff. Like, there's a bunch of other Lego sets. Okay, got him. He was the one I was worried about. There's a bunch of sets coming out in July, like July 1st, that look really, really cool. Now that I've started collecting Lego stuff again, there's quite a few sets that I would like to pick up. Like, there's... I've got every single space set of the new series, the newer series from like a year or two ago, except for one of them. The only one I didn't get was one of the rovers, which I'd probably have to get that one on Amazon. And it's a more expensive rover, but I think they don't make it anymore.
If those Germans are on my tail, I'm in trouble.
Then...
Well, more trouble anyway.
So while we're in the village... 2 enemies in physical combat, and shortly after that is where we continue. Did I... I definitely was supposed to go this way, but I don't know why he was... Camera was being kind of weird there. Is that not it? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought I had to do. Make NFC cards for Lego Dimensions for cheaper. Yeah, that's probably what would make sense to do then. Just any way to make it cheaper. Okay, so here... Let him shoot. And blow him up. Because, yeah, I bought all those. I have most, if not all... I think I have all of the Arctic sets currently, but I don't have all of the, like, similar sets. Like, there's also, like, a couple of boat-based sets that aren't technically Arctic, but they have a similar theming. And I don't have those, and those are both, I think, out of development, but one of those is actually pretty cheap from what I remember. One of those is only like $30, so by Lego standards is really not that bad. And then, like, some of the new ones, there's an Arctic train. I've never bought a Lego train set, so it'll be cool to add that to the collection at some point. Then there's a... Okay, yep, that's a second collectible down there. And then there's also, like, a Lego Arctic truck that's coming out that I would want to get. Add to that whole collection. I don't know, the Arctic sets are actually pretty neat because they have, like, actual, like, Lego living spaces and stuff, which is really cool. Like, the Arctic ship is one of the neatest sets I've built in a long time. Finally got all 150 question mark panels in Mario Kart World. 394 Peach Switch missions, 200 Peach medallions, only 240 missions done, and only have 80 medallions. That sounds very, very time-consuming to get through, which, I mean, I'll have to do it someday whenever I eventually decide to buy a Switch 2. It's just obviously not really priority right now, because let them work out any early issues and have more games on it first. Because, like, Right now, isn't it really just Mario Kart World is really about the only thing? We get a quick time event here, somewhere. And I know that we get, like, the new Donkey Kong game, maybe, like, in July, is it? Yeah, I think that was in July. You can buy the Hogwarts Express. I could, but I don't really want that one. I'd rather have a more functional-looking train. That or, like, a passenger train at some point. So the Arctic one or the passenger one. Because it'd be cool to have, like, an entire actual Lego city. And I have enough older sets that are city-themed to where I could probably do that. If I actually had space for them here. I don't really have the space for them. I mean, yeah, my house is 3 bedrooms, but the bedrooms aren't that big, and one of them I sleep in, one of them's my extra bedroom for my parents or guests, and then the third one is where the Lego stuff is. Okay, further on you will enter a cave inside a mountain, so we're not there yet. Pretty much, Donkey Kong comes out soon. Yeah, it's really just Mario and Donkey Kong. And then obviously, Tamagotchi Life sequel, when it comes out, I can't wait to play that because I never got to play the original, so I will play that one. But other than really those 3 games, there's not any major games that I really want on the Switch 2. The original Switch is still working totally fine right now for any purposes that I would need it for. And I mean, you also have Switch Online with GameCube support, which is kind of nice, but I mean, I'm working on getting an emulator going, so it won't really matter at that point if I can do that. Hit the wrong one. See, if I can get an emulator fully going, that wouldn't really matter. And then start doing retro achievement stuff, but it's more... There's more to it than I expected, I'm gonna say that. Now, there's more to setting all that up than I expected. There's, like, other stuff I have to have, I think, that I didn't know about. But I have plenty of games that I'm ready to do on retro achievements whenever I can get everything set up and working. I've got Lego Star Wars 1, the original Lego Star Wars. Can't wait for that. Because that was my shit growing up. That is the game I played so much of back in the day. Probably one of the most I played. Then there is Call of Duty 2 Big Red one. That's going to be a good one to do. Because it's actually one of the easiest lists on retro achievements in terms of, like, the simplicity of it. Compared to a lot of the games that we get on there. Because it's literally just, for a Big Red one, it's literally just beat the game on hard and you get every trophy along the way. Or achievement, so it's super simple. And then SpongeBob Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. That'd be a good Nickelodeon game to start out on. Because it's relatively easy. If I wanted to, I could do all the Sly games again. Which... PS4 version, can't remember if I have Black Ops 3. Yep, I have Black Ops 3 done, thankfully. No hates the idea of adding the achievement system. Hey, TJ. And yeah, Aiden, I don't know why they've never really done, like, a full-blown achievement system. They've had achievement-type systems in some games, but never, like, it's never been an official thing, and it's not like with Sony where it's actually required for every game they make. So I don't know why they haven't gotten into doing that. I don't know if it's just something to do with Nintendo doesn't believe in that kind of thing for completionism. I don't know. I really don't know.
And the angel of the Lord appeared
And I wish
unto
they
him
would
in a
do
flame
more of it,
fire
because,
in the midst of a
I mean,
bush.
people aren't going to complain if you add in an
The bush
extra,
burned with fire.
like, level of
The bush was not
completionism. They're not going to
consumed.
complain about it. So yeah, I don't know why they don't really think of doing more with that. I feel like they definitely could. I guess maybe they don't want to act like they're copying off of anyone. Maybe that's part of the reason. I honestly don't know, though. But yeah, I am honestly kind of surprised they've never done a full-blown, like, achievement system. At least not in any major capacity. Like, some games have it. Like, some games do have some sort of achievements in them. But they're exclusive to the game, and there's no, like, overall giant thing of completion for it. I've been wanting to use the Retro Achievement site. It looks pretty awesome. Still have all your old Legos growing up. I used to have, like, I guess you could kind of call it a city, but it was more of just, like, a giant mess of random sets all over the place. That was an entirely heavily militarized society against human army men figures. Don't do every Sly game again. Oh, I don't plan to. I'm just saying I could if I really wanted to, and if you guys really wanted to see it. I have no intention to, unless that was something that everyone really wanted to see for some reason, and even then, I don't know. Sly 1, I could probably do on there, because, one, it's the shortest game, and two, it's not that much different from the PS4, PS5 version. I think that's the last one. Got it! That's all the collectibles here, let's go! And we warmed up at all the fireplaces, so we're good. So yeah, like, that one is not that much different from the modern version of the game. It's just... it is harder, don't get me wrong, it's still harder. But really the only difference is that you have to do every single Master Thief sprint instead of just 10 of them, so you have to do all 20 of them. I think there were, honestly, like 12 to 13 of them that were really not that bad to do. Doing the other, like, 6 or 7, you would have to really find some speedrun tactics, but I don't think it would be anything all that unreasonable. Sly 3 is basically just the 100% completion again, because there's not a whole lot more to do in Sly 3 than just 100% complete the game, so... yeah, Sly 3, that achievement list is pretty similar. Not a whole lot of difference. I do not want to do all that stuff again, especially not without the rewind feature, but it is technically doable. Sly 2 is where things are different. Sly 2 has like 200 achievements, and I'm not even joking when I say that. It's well over 100. It might not be 200, but it's well over 100. And it's a lot of speedrun achievements, so I would not want to do Sly 2 again. Was really hoping Switch 2 would have achievements for the game. Disappointed but not surprised, and to be Nintendo. Pretty much. Do that, or are you going to auto-pop the versions of Sly 4? Well, I don't think Sly 4 is on there, because Sly 4 was only PS3 and Vita, and they only go up to 6th generation stuff
came down to wash
right
herself
now.
at the
Actually,
river.
I might be wrong on that. They
Walked along
might
the
have
riverside.
Wii stuff now
When she
as
saw the
well.
ark among the reeds, she sent her maid to
Yeah, they
fetch
might
it.
actually have Wii stuff now, so... but they have, like, GameCube, PS2, and original Xbox and earlier. So they don't have PS3. They don't have Vita. They might have DS. Yeah, they do have DS. Yeah, about retro achievements. But yeah, if they ever make another version of Sly 4 and I can auto-pop it, I certainly will. I just don't see it happening because it's PS3 only. It wasn't made back in the PS2, so I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I think they've kind of abandoned the Sly franchise now that they've got Ghost of Tsushima. Which, I mean, for as much as I love Ghost of Tsushima, it's one of my favorite games of all time. it would be nice to see him bring back Sly in some capacity. Were the zombies trophies in Black Ops 3 hard? Depends on which part of the game you're talking about. If you're talking about the base game, the zombies is a joke. In the base game, the zombies is kind of a joke. Like, it's laughably simple in the base game. You don't even have to finish the Easter egg. You only have to finish, like, 2 steps of the Easter egg. And if you have some idea of what to do, it's really not that hard. Okay, so this puzzle... I gotta remember which switch I have to hit here. That's not a switch. I think first I have to break this. Yep. Break that first so we can actually move stuff around. Yeah, base game zombie stuff in Black Ops 3 is a joke. There's nothing difficult about it. I got through, like, 9 of the trophies in one run on without, like, a whole lot of preparation. So yeah, don't worry too much about the base game. The DLC is another story entirely. DLC is another story entirely. So I can move that statue out and I'll put it on here in a second. I got stuck on this puzzle for a little while on the other version. To do that... Mostly because I just, like, wasn't really thinking. But yeah, base game's easy, just the DLC. First DLC wasn't insane. Second DLC wasn't really insane either, it was just a really stupid map. Third DLC was pretty hard. Fourth DLC was just confusing as all hell. I mean, honestly, all the DLCs in that game were confusing as all hell. In all honesty, I got carried through all of those DLCs for the most part. I did most of the Zombies Chronicles stuff on my own. I will say I did most of that on my own, because those were maps I was familiar with. But otherwise, it is an experience doing all the DLC for that game. And I got carried through a huge portion of it, outside of some of Chronicles. And I barely remember it. Because that was several years ago, so that was a number of years ago. I don't know if that was during... No, I don't think that was specifically a COVID game. I think that was after that. Because the specific COVID game in the Call of Duty franchise was Infinite Warfare. That was the game that me and Ghost were getting carried through. Well, not the entirety of it, because I had already done a couple of the DLCs, but not all 4 of them. And the base game I'd already done on my own. We were getting carried through some of the later DLCs, and I still have no idea what happened in Beast from Beyond. Like, I was so, like, drunk during that because it was the early days of COVID, so there was nothing else to do. So I was so drunk during that, I legitimately have no idea what the hell happened in that DLC, or what we did. I just basically listened to basic orders and killed zombies, and that was it. But we got through it in, like, 2 nights, maybe 1 night, so I still just have no idea what the hell actually happened. Ghost of Tsushima had the Easter egg for Sly Cooper. That would be nice if they did one for Infamous. I don't know if they would, though, because I don't know if it would really fit with Ghost of Tsushima compared to Sly, because Sly being like a stealthy thief-type character, I don't know if that really fits as well with Infamous. I mean, they definitely should have an Easter egg like that. They definitely should. Because Infamous is another great franchise that deserves some sort of love again. It deserves a remake or remaster more than some of the other stuff, like, you know, fucking Horizon. They got a remake or remaster. Ghost of Tsushima PS4, the only Sucker Punch Platinum I'm missing.
I was almost hoping you'd come back empty-handed.
It actually might be, now that you say it.
Yeah,
it actually might be, because...
I'm not German, you idiot. I'm working with British intelligence.
Let me see
My
if
mission was to get the staff before
Sucker
Connor.
Punch... They probably have their own page in here.
Can't let him have the staff, Indy. But we
Sucker
can't
Punch
see it
Productions.
inside his cave forever.
Story of my life. Come on. Let's blow this place from the outside.
Indiana.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the only Sucker Punch game I'm missing is the PS4 version of Ghost of
Funny you should say
Tsushima.
that, Magnus.
Take the spy and the staff aboard the Odin.
Which, to be fair, I would have no problem going back and doing the Platinum a second time. I'd have no problem doing the Ghost of Iki Island stuff a second time.
Goodbye, Indy.
It's really the only problem I would have with it is doing the multiplayer stuff again, especially the raid again. I mean, yeah, I got 2/3 of the raid we got carried through. Like, me and Ghost got carried through the second and third acts of it. We held our own in the first act, like we played pretty well in the first act and did it normally. Second act, we got pretty heavily carried through. Third act, we also got carried through, but you can also finish in like 5 minutes if you know what you're doing. And then there was other multiplayer stuff that was a little bit annoying as well, so really, if it wasn't for the multiplayer, I would absolutely go back and do the PS4 version of that. Because the base game is easy and amazing, and the Iki Island stuff is still fairly easy and still really, really good. And some of the other multiplayer trophies really aren't that hard. It's really just the raid and a handful of other ones. It's just not really worth the effort to me to do it. This would be so much time again on the multiplayer. Okay, yeah, this is just a quick time event segment. Literally just a bunch more quick time events for no good reason, except for this game loving quick time events. You don't have to reload. He'll reload on his own here for some reason. He does that this time, but not anywhere else. Very peaceful little boat ride. I'm sure everything here one-shots you if you miss, so we don't really want to mess up here. And we're still alive, somehow. Good thing a 38 caliber 357 Magnum bullet can break that ice up so easily. And we land on a blimp. Because reasons. Because reasons. Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult with boosting. I just don't really feel like boosting these days. I've had enough bad experiences with it in the last couple of years. It was really good. Oh yeah, I can't wait for Ghost of Yotai. That would be a day one game for me, but I'm not going to be in the country when it comes out, so I can't play it day one. The game in any camera angle and still looking at amazing portrait pretty much. Oh, I hate this segment. This segment's so freaking
Get
stupid.
up those ladders. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, this segment's pretty annoying.
Yes. Can I drop that on you?
This segment's a bit on the annoying side. Have to concentrate here a little bit. You can fail here pretty easily if you're not, like, super vigilant. So we're basically just swinging a piano around because reasons. Because this is a logical thing to have happen in your video game. Yeah, we're just swinging a piano around, hitting people with it because reasons. Yeah, definitely the stupider things we do in this game. Okay, we got through it. That went a lot better than last time, I gotta say. But did I complete all of RE7's DLC? Not yet. DLC 2 and DLC 4 are both done. DLC 3, I just have to finish the Joe, or not Joe Must Die, End of Zoe on normal without using weapons, which is actually pretty easy because you can use the double gauntlet because they don't count. I've just been lazy about it. I've been kind of busy as well. I was real busy yesterday. I had to get my hair cut, had to run a couple other errands, so didn't get a chance to really play anything yesterday. Got some Zaxby's yesterday for the first time in like a month. It was pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's as good as some of the chicken places or even just fast food restaurants, but it's also like a block from where I live. It's the closest fast food place to me, so it has its advantages, that and the QT. Okay, so a lot of this level is a prolonged shooting segment. That's a huge portion of this level, is just this on-rails, basically, section. Yeah, super artistic for sure. Oh, you hated that part? Okay, yep. Is that from Raiders of the Lost Ark? No, this is not Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's on a ship in Raiders of the Lost Ark. But he never swings a piano around, from what I remember. Unless I've just forgotten it. Good thing is the gun's a one-shot for the most part, so... Alright, that was good. But yeah, I still have to do that, and then I just have bedroom, which is easy, but I need to follow a guide for it, because it's actually... It's very specific what you have to do. It's easy, but you do need to have a good guide for it. And then after that, it's just Night Terror, which is the hardest thing I have left, I would say, but it's not really that bad. And if it really comes down to it and I'm struggling with it for some reason this time, I can always just grind for infinite ammo. It would take a while, but it would make it a joke to get through. So I'm not too worried about it. All the really, really bad stuff is done, so... Okay, he just threw dynamite at me through the hole in the ground, but I'm gonna be careful about that because that could be dangerous in the future. Alright, reload again. Thankfully we have infinite ammo. Is someone up there? Game. Game. Okay, that's not good. That's a bug. I haven't had that happen before, so thankfully we have the rewind feature in this version. Thankfully. This would be so much worse if we didn't. I mean, I haven't needed it that much in this version, in all honesty. Oh, is that what happened? Did he jump into the plane? And I have to kill him Okay, nope, it was bugged. It was just a bug. Wonderful. Thankfully, we have rewind. Because that is one of those times where it's really not my fault at all. It's the game itself not functioning in the correct fashion. Thankfully, we're able to fix it with the rewind. Yeah, I'll look into the siphon filter stuff and we can hopefully start that sometime in the near future. Do the every single siphon filter trophy. I'll have to see if the one that we don't have on the current version, like, cause I think there's 6 total and there's one we don't have. Like, one of them didn't get ported. See if it has a retro achievements list. Going back to Mario Odyssey to get the 100%. Never 100% in that game. Never had the patience for some of the, like, darker side or darkest side, whatever it's called. I had a lot of the moons, but definitely didn't finish it to 100%. I beat the game, beat the main story and stuff, but never quite got the 100%. I'm sure I could have if I really wanted to, but I didn't really want to put the time into it at the time, and just haven't gone back to it. Mostly because I want to be able to play games with, like, Lizard Guy and other people, just, you know, be able to play more multiplayer type stuff than that. And we're good. Okay. Yep. And we're still alive. So now we're going to have a final melee combat segment before the final battle. This fight's a little bit tougher because there's a lot of enemies here. Only 100% games with a platinum. I mean, I've 100%ed a lot of the games back in the day, just like older games and stuff, but nowadays it's more so for platinum trophy hunting. And no one sees the giant man with the giant head trying to break through the window.
Indy.
Indy!
You are weak.
I am weak? I just kicked your ass out the side of the freaking Zeppelin. Okay, I don't remember doing that in the other one. Well, that missed entirely. This may take a bit of rewinding because this is actually a pretty tough fight.
Jones is here.
Because there's a lot of enemies here. Well, use up all the things that we have. Do whatever damage we can here.
He is here.
Because they're going to throw stuff at us too, so the more we can use up, the better.
Finish him.
And we got him. Perfect.
Come on.
And then bring him down and choke him out. And kill him with that. Did some damage, but not enough. And then just punch away at the weapon. And we have to worry about them throwing other weapons. And they can also dodge them, which is great. This might be the last of them, though.
I found him.
Okay, there we go. It's a good hit. Another good hit. And he's only one left. Oh, no, he's not. There's more. And do that. A couple hits in on him. That's a brute. Yep, that's a brute. Get rid of them as quickly as possible because they're kind of annoying to fight. I actually somehow got hit multiple times by him because I was just missing the button press. But we can hit him with items, so... Okay, we got through that.
Hang on,
That's definitely one of the harder boss fights in the game, or just levels in the game. One of the rewards, you can go to Peach's Castle, true. Beat Saints Row 4 story last Friday at 97%. Oh, nice, you're close. Throw him out the window to make it easier. That's actually kind of awesome if they let you do that.
Would you just listen to me?
Listen to you. I have beaten you, Professor. What I do for the glory of Germany. And there is nothing you can do to stop me. Your lapdog, Indiana Jones, is dead.
Okay, before we go any further, I am going to make a manual save here.
I have this.
Just in case we screw up the final trophy and the rewind doesn't work for some reason. Gonna make sure we have that extra save there. Oh, well, person that we knew for all of 5 minutes is dead.
The stuff.
Yep, he's mostly always fighting Germans, aside from Crystal Skull. Well, no, he doesn't fight Germans in Temple of Doom.
Get it.
Yeah, he doesn't fight them in Temple of Doom. But he does in Raiders, he does in Last Crusade, he does in Dial of Destiny, and he does not in Crystal Skull. He fights the Soviets. So when you get to that movie, he fights the Soviets. Alright. Switch version taking a break from the game. Yeah, that game was just really annoying because it had that like 40-hour trophy, which was like ridiculous to have to do back in the day twice because they did both versions of the game. Yeah, because Temple of Doom is the Chinese and then the random Indian palace.
Come on.
And then in Crystal Skull he fights the Russians, the Soviets. Always fight evil Mustache Man army, absolutely. Because even in the one that's set like 30 years after the end of World War II, they're still kind of the main enemies. Okay, so first part, this is actually where we get our last two artifacts from. That looked weird. That looked like I kind of took damage there, so... No, we didn't. Okay, good. But I do have a backup save in case for some reason it says that we did take damage somewhere, so it's not that big a deal. So that's our next to last artifact. And that's our last artifact. That is every artifact in the game. Awesome. So now we just have to beat this fight without taking damage, which isn't too hard. And then just one other extras trophy and we'll have our platinum. Spotlight isn't the most dangerous thing in the world. You can dodge it fairly easily. We have a couple of waves of enemies to deal with here. Still good. It actually didn't do any damage. I thought it would for a second, but nope, it's still good, surprisingly. Alright, so now we gotta keep chasing him for a moment. And we still have to avoid the bombs. We have the rewind feature for this, so that's good. And I have that backup save just in case something goes horribly wrong. Because you never know with these old games, something might go horribly wrong at some given time. So now we just have to wait. And eventually we will be able to actually attack.
Die already!
It actually somehow didn't damage me, even though I clearly, like, went through a wall.
You don't have what it takes!
Oh, I took damage there, I think. Hang on. Yeah, I think I did.
Is that all you've got?
Oh, I took damage there. Yep, I definitely did that time.
Is that all you've got?
For some reason he has a shield power-up, because reasons. And we got it. Yeah, for some reason he has a shield power-up because of reasons. And we got our last two trophies there. We're not quite done. We got to look at the extras, but then we're done. Saves my favorite Indiana Jones villain. I don't actually know who my favorite one is, in all honesty, because I'd say probably the guy from the third movie. He's supposed to sort of be a good guy, but he ends up being a bad guy. I don't know, I don't really know. Like, I feel like a lot of the villains are not the most memorable parts of those movies. It's more just the concept of them and stuff, the playing of them.
Come on.
And Mola Ram was pretty interesting.
What are you doing? Come on!
I'm not doing anything.
He is one of the only ones I remember the name of. Those waves, those fake waves of water. Yeah, I don't know if he was the most evil of the villains he fought.
You okay?
I'm fine. How about you, Dr. Jones?
She looks like she has a bunch of hair on her, like,
You know,
neck.
how
What the
about this?
hell?
I'm supposed to keep the staff away from unsavory types.
She really looked like her entire
for that.
neck was covered in hair.
It'll take care of itself. Come on.
Yay, we did it! Alright, let's finish off the platinum itself. Okay, so first thing we have to do is main menu, journal, and fortunes. And we have to click on every one of these. Not hard, just know that it's here. You have to do all of this. Kind of a silly way to end off the game. Action-packed platinum trophy ends off with just doing this. Okay, got that. Then this area. So I think these are just all the artifacts that we found. They're basically just extra information at this point. Alright, and then one more here, and then we have one more area to go to. Got through that. Now we go to extras. Concept art. And then we have to look through all of these. Okay, that one's done. So yeah, lots of stuff to look through here. It is cool they have all this stuff. A lot of games don't do this kind of stuff anymore for the most part. But it is just kind of a silly thing to tie trophies to, the final trophy to, for that matter. Because you can't get this until you finish everything else in the game. Because you need all the artifacts for the fortunes. Once you get the Temple of Doom Lego set back in the day, it was really cool. It's like 600 bucks now. Which one? Because I think they made a couple. I'm assuming you mean the minecart set, because, yeah, that one was cool. I never bought it, never owned it. So I'm assuming you mean that one. And that one was pretty badass. There might have been others, too, though. San Francisco. Like our third to last one. The minecart one, yep. That one was pretty badass, and I would have loved to have been able to get it, but didn't have the money back as a kid, and I probably wouldn't spend that kind of money nowadays on that particular kind of set. I have a few Indiana Jones sets from back in the day, but definitely not that one. Still more to look at. Enemies might not even be the last one. Allies, that's the last one. There it is! It belongs in a museum, and... King of Archaeology. That is our Platinum Trophy. There was a second version they made, but apparently got canceled. I've seen some people that had it. That'd be pretty cool to have a set that was not supposed to be released. Never had an Indiana Jones set before. Yeah, I've got a few of them. Or I've had a couple of them over the years. Most of them were smaller, though. Alright, Indiana Jones is done. That experience was way better because it really... I knew what to do. It didn't take that long. So yeah, it's like, in terms of actual playtime, it was an hour and 44 minutes or something for the first half of the game. Then the second half, we started with Istanbul, but we started at 8:30, so another hour and 47... Doing some math in my head here. So it took me about 4 hours of actually playing the game to get the platinum. So, 4-ish hours. Let's see what the fastest times are, actually, on PSN profiles. Yeah, because it took me about 4 hours total of playing. Could have done it faster for sure, though. And I want to see what the fastest times currently are for this game. Because you don't pop your first trophy until fairly late. Two hours and 23 minutes is the fastest for the PS5 version. And what about the PS4 version? 2 hours and 31 minutes. I could see 3 hours, no problem. Like, 3 hours definitely could do. 2.5 hours is kind of stretching it, but if you really rushed through and, like, really knew what you were doing, I could definitely see it happening. So, like, you just have to really, really know what you're doing to get that kind of a speed run done. Yeah, 2.5 hours, definitely doable if you just, like, really, really know what you're doing. And maybe there's, like, a way to skip some of the cutscenes or something that I don't know about that could save some time. But, I mean, playing it pretty casually, I got through in, what, 4 hours total of playing, less than 4 hours of playing. 16 more platinums till 900? Sure is. Oh, that's crazy to think. I don't know what 900 is going to be. I've talked about possibly being Shadow of the Colossus, but it might be something else, especially if the rumors of Fallout 3 getting remade end up being true, but I don't know if they're true or not, honestly. I feel like I haven't heard anything about that in the last, like, month, so I don't know. RE7, the Platinum's done, so we're going to jump into some RE7 here in a second. Molaram is $76 on Mercari. That's not even the most expensive minifigure by, like, any stretch of the imagination. There are some that are just so stupidly expensive. And, like, I really want to buy the new Lego Battle Pack, like the new Star Wars Battle Pack, because it has a couple of like either Dark Troopers or Death Troopers or something like that, one of the rare minifigures. But the set's like $23, and it's probably should only be a $15 set, much less $23, which is absurd. But it's something that, I mean, the minifigures are pretty awesome in it, so part of me wants to buy like 3 of them, but I also don't want to spend that kind of money right now. Do I plan on streaming Resident Evil Village? Haven't decided yet if I'm going to stream Village. There's a good chance I will, but just part of the problem is there's so many collectibles in the game, it makes me a little bit more apprehensive. I mean, I can follow a guide much better with my new setup, but we'll have to see. There's a lot of collectibles. I'm not too worried about like the highest difficulty as you can bring the lightsaber into it, and then there's the Mercenaries mode that's easier with the DLC, which I have. So we'll have to see about that. Yeah, I think that we will finish out tonight with some Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, working on that end of Joe difficulty or whatever it's called, and maybe Bedroom if I want to just pull up a guide for Bedroom. I guess we'll see here in a second. And a figure sold for $157. I remember it was like there was the Commander Cody figure, I think it was, that was unique to one of the sets that was like $600, and then people got mad because they released it in a microfighter set for $12 that had the exact same figure, which I have one of those microfighter sets because I wasn't going to miss out on the potential rarity of that figure. Hey, Drez. Hardest difficulty only really has one part that stumped you. I'm assuming you mean for Village. If so, then that's about what I expect from Resident Evil at this point, so it wouldn't surprise me. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom, and we're going to go play some Resident Evil 7 to finish out the night. Alright, I feel much better. Did I get the Night Terror trophy? I haven't really gone for it again, in all honesty. Didn't really feel like going for it again anytime recently. After I finished off Ethan Must Die, I was ready to just like... I was ready to die in real life at that point. Oh, that music is copyrighted. And we got through it, so we're good. $20 away from 300, 13 away from 150. Playing through the zombies for Infinite Warfare for the plat. I will say some of that zombie stuff is tough in Infinite Warfare compared to some of the other COD games. Nope, we're done with Ethan Must Die. We are never playing Ethan Must Die again. That was also not the correct option there. Yeah, we ain't never playing no Ethan Must Die ever again. That is done forever. End of Zoe is what we're gonna work on next. If you can finish the last COD plats you would need are Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 on PS3. Well, yeah, Black Ops 3 on PS3 is unobtainable. Black Ops 4 is not something I would ever want to suffer through. I don't have time or energy to put into that. Okay, so we're trying to collect stuff for the boat, I think is our current goal. And then Black Ops Declassified I will do at some point. Talked about that before. I'll do it someday. I believe I still need to get one more stealth kill at some point, which I think I can actually do when we get up to the ship here. Oh, nope, this is a boss fight. Yep, this is a boss fight. Yep, this is a boss fight. I specifically remember this one being a boss fight. Or maybe it's not until a little bit later.
Charging. Charge complete.
Instructions come with the sets. Yeah, a lot of the sets have instructions online nowadays. Should have FBC, Firebreak, and Goat Sim done anytime now. Oh, nice. Last 4 Platinum seems like a very miserable experience. Yeah, I have no intention of suffering through that anytime soon. I don't have the time or effort to do it right now. I mean, if it was ever boostable with 2 people, maybe, but not really something that I feel like sitting through these days. Was this not where I was supposed to go? Hey, Lynn. Campaign's pretty easy on veteran, little time consuming. Campaign spawn, only multiplayer trophies broken, 5 wins, but it's bugged. Oh, okay. Yeah, for Infinite Warfare, that trophy is a pain in the dick. I'm gonna say that one right now, because it was bad back in the day, and it's even worse now. Oh, was I okay. I guess it's this then. 1625. I think that's it. Only thing you think you can get is the figures from the cancel set, unfortunately. Oh, that sucks. Goat Sim, the one achievements, it's bad, only took you about 20 minutes. One of the version... Oh, nope, that's not the one I meant to load. One of the ones wasn't too bad. Like, one of the versions I got through it relatively quickly. What the? That's not it. What? What is my save file supposed to be here? Hang on just a second. Was it this one? Oh, it was. Okay, so that was, yeah, 6/22, so that was it. So that was 3 days ago. Did I seriously... I didn't play this 3 days ago, did I? And that's what I was supposed to do because I'm a dumbass. Can't read instructions, apparently. Oh, hey, Jack. Well, that's unfortunate. Have I seen the PS Plus games? Yeah, it's actually a fairly decent month for once. We haven't had a decent month in a while.
Zoe! Where are you, girl?
Went ahead and got done the multiplayer for Tron Evolution from 2011. I don't remember that game at all. I don't know anything about that one for trophies or achievements.
Hey! Leave my family alone, asshole!
Yeah, there's a giant containment wall up here. I guess anyone can go through it, so clearly it's not doing a very good job of containing.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
Let me guess, we're gonna get attacked somewhere.
Damn. This whole place
Biggest
is
problem
gone
was
to hell.
stick drift moving the goat so you couldn't see the screen. Oh, that sucks. Dying Light 1 got an update recently. Here's the reason why the new Temple of Doom Lego got canceled. It was something controversial
There's gotta
toward
be up ahead.
Hinduism. Of course, because everything's controversial these days. Seems like everything's controversial these days, even though it's not as bad as it was like a couple of years ago. Certain words that I never thought would come back have come back in popularity, which is a good thing. Because I swear, people in the modern day would not have lasted 10 minutes in a Call of Duty lobby from the late 2010 or late 2000s, early 2010s. Very, very offensive things were said and done back in the day. But did you hear people crying and whining about it back then? No, you didn't.
Charging.
Because we were mature and we could
Charge
tolerate
complete.
hearing things that we didn't want to hear. And nothing else in here aside from the save point, so... let's just create a new... Oh. Never mind. Overwrite save data then. Friend just needed a second player for multiplayer. It was literally just win 3 games. Oh, that's easy enough then. Bought the 2 new Indiana Jones sets a few years ago. What sets did they make a couple years ago? I honestly don't even know. I feel like there's a gator out here. Everything's gonna be controversial, nothing will be good anymore. Yeah, pretty much already where it's headed, but...
Charging.
certain things have come back to a
Charge
degree, so...
Charging.
Oh, that was a fake alligator.
Charging.
Because of reasons.
Charging.
And that one was not! Okay, then. Now we gotta deal with fake alligators. One large set from the first movie, and you skip because it was way too pricey. I don't know what they would be then, because I'm trying to think back to that. Tron's a 4 out of 10, 20 hours, so didn't mind starting it. That's not too bad then. It's pretty typical for like a movie game.
Charge complete.
Oh boy, we're gonna be dealing with this crap again, where it's like, oh, you lunge, it doesn't count sometimes. Okay, so I just have to launch a lot earlier than I thought I did, which is totally fine. I just wish the game would be just like a little bit more clear about that. Just be like a little bit more clear about that, please. Like, just make sure I know what I'm getting into with my punching abilities. Make sure that you tell me. Thank you! Okay, is he dead? I didn't think he was dead for a second.
Charging. Charge complete.
Alright, so there's one right there. Yeah, it's really just knowing where they are and knowing to punch.
Charging.
Sure, there's another one
complete.
somewhere. We don't care about your timer. Crawfish. Oh, I remember this area. Yep, I remember this area.
Charging.
This is going to be rather obnoxious, isn't it? I mean, the punch is a one-hit, but the problem is the stupid gators are so hard to hit because they jump at you from half a mile away. They ain't this aggressive in real life, by the way. For the most part, they don't care.
Charging. Charge complete.
Now, I'm not saying go up and pet one or anything like that, but for the most part, they don't really care that much about you as the human being near
Charge
them.
complete.
They got more important things to worry about. For
Charge.
the most part, they really don't give a shit. As long as you don't, like,
complete.
directly get close to them, like, directly try to hurt them or something, they're not gonna care. A boxer effigy, that does more damage, awesome. Though I will say, our trail cam caught something very interesting recently, and it's not a gator. Oh, craps, there's two there. Okay, fine. No problem, there's two there.
Charging. Charging.
Now I know. There's two to worry about.
Charge complete.
There are two to worry about. When we get the idol, can understand the Lego set being controversial if they actually made the figures from first, third, and fifth movie have swastikas. Yeah, I could see that being a little bit on the offensive side for sure.
Charging.
See if I can punch him from up here, maybe.
Charge complete.
I have no idea what your 300 is going to be. Find something good for it.
Charging. Charge complete.
But yeah, we found something very interesting on the trail cam recently.
Charge complete.
That didn't work? Really? Stuff would happen in this place in this game. You think the gators being aggressive gets a pass? Yeah, I guess that's true because they probably are infected.
Charging.
But even so, usually they're not particularly aggressive unless you, like, act aggressive toward them or get really close to them or something. Usually they don't care all that much. They kind of like to be left alone. But yeah, the latest crazy, strange creature to show up on our trail cam
Charging.
was not a gator,
Charge
but it was
complete.
something terrifying. Well, not really even terrifying. Why is it so finicky? Jeez, I don't remember it being this bad. It's like, it's not hard, it's just, it's like, they lunge at you from so far away, they kill you a little more easily than they probably should. But I'm always worried, like, if I release too quickly, it'll be too far away to get the kill. Boxer effigy again. That's good. But yeah, our trail cam caught a black bear.
Charge
That was
complete.
fun. Never had that happen before.
Charging. Charge complete.
So yeah, we had a black bear show up on our trail cam, so that was something. We'll say that was something. Because we ain't never had that happen before, and never thought that would happen. But nope, big old black bear just showed up on the camera, waltzing around near the pond, smelling some food or something. But he was real friendly. He didn't do anything bad. He just kind of walked in front of the camera, sniffed whatever food was out there, and then just left. So he didn't do anything bad. It was just a little bit unusual because we've never seen one there, and they're not native to our part of North Carolina. Diablo 4 coming to PS Plus. Diablo 2's hardest. Yeah, Ghost has told me about that game, or just about that franchise.
Charging. Charge complete.
Okay, I think bad things happen here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was just a big old black bear just showing up on our trail cam, just walking on through.
Charge complete. Charging. Charging.
Again, it's not something we ever thought we would see after my grandparents lived on that property for 50 years and
Charging.
never seeing anything like it, and then suddenly there's one that pops up in the last year now. And then the county had to put out like a whole alert saying that other people saw a bear. It's like, you're not hurting anything. Just don't get near it. Don't do something stupid like get near it or something, and you'll probably be fine. They're not really that aggressive as long as you don't get near them. Yeah, a big old thing too. Those things are like probably 400 or 500 pounds. He wasn't even that big a one either.
Charging.
Yeah, they weigh like 400 or 500 pounds.
Charge complete.
Oh, that's not good.
Charging. Charge complete.
We're allowed to heal, so that's okay.
Charging.
Not the hardest land, that's Crypt and... Oh yeah, it's definitely not like the hardest platinum out there, but Crypt will forever be the hardest platinum to exist.
Charge complete.
I don't think anything will ever surpass that. There's another Crypt game now, or that was made by the same people. I don't know anything about it though. I just know that it exists. And I think it might have only come out on like the Switch.
Charging. Charge.
Yeah, that was an interesting discussion for us to have recently. Just, there's a big old bear on our property. Nothing to worry about here. It's just a big old black bear. You only want a hug. He might accept a hug. Who knows? I was probably voted most likely to die by trying to pet a wild animal. If that had been a senior superlative or whatever it was called, mine literally would have been most likely to die by trying to pet wild animal. Because it's very accurate.
Charging.
Oh crap. This is
Charge
bad.
complete.
This
Charge.
is bad.
Charging. Charging. Charge complete.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Charge.
I think I broke the game. This is not supposed to be happening, I don't think.
Charge.
What is this? Oh, okay, that's actually a good thing.
Charging. Charge complete.
Hey, bro. Thankfully, just doing that works too. But yeah, I definitely would have been voted most likely to die by trying to pet random wild animal.
Charging.
I mean, my whole reaction during when Choo Choo Charles came out was not, holy shit, this is scary. It was, aw, he's adorable. He's just a demon spider train thingy. He's so cute.
Charging.
I want him as a pet.
Charging. Charging. Charging.
Ooh,
Charging.
big boy. Actually, he's not a big boy. He's not even a fat molded. He's just a regular with a shield.
Charging. Charging.
So yeah, there's your random fact about me for today, is that if it was available as a category, I would have been voted most likely to die by trying to pet random wild animals. Because I have that weird, strong connection with animals that a lot of people don't have. I actually can just eat that. Oh, okay, that's not disgusting at all. Read that title with proud, most likely to die petting an animal. Yeah, it will definitely, that's definitely the most likely thing that would happen to me. Like, I would totally be the guy in the Jurassic World or Jurassic Park movies trying to pet the velociraptors and such. And taming them, or at least trying to. 100% would be me. But I do have that weird, strong connection with animals that a lot of people don't have.
Charging.
Some people, I've known a handful of other people that are like me that have that really weirdly strong connection with animals. They just feel safe around you. They feel more comfortable around you.
Charging. Charge complete.
Just how some people are with them. Oh, that's a fat ass. It's a fat ass. It's a Whoopi Goldberg. It's a Whoopi Goldberg, guys.
Charging. Charge complete. Charging.
I also didn't get 5 stealth kills, so I think I gotta go do that later. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go do that on a clean playthrough here after this. Which is fine, it's not that big a deal, but... There's a lot of these effigies, actually. They give you a lot of them.
Charging.
Do I have to fight him here, or do I fight him again later? I know I fight him at the very end, but... Oh, yep, I do fight him here. Oh, that's not good. Okay, he just ripped something out of him. Can I skip this? Yeah, if they brought back dinosaurs, I'd be most likely to die by trying to pet a little baby velociraptor. Because they're cute. They're cute.
Don't do it! Don't you touch her! Jack!
And they'd make for a good guard animal.
I'm your family! How the fuck can you do this to me? Get me the fuck out of here, Jack!
Don't you have the superpower gauntlet things? I forgot about this part. So is this gonna be what takes us close to the house for the final battle?
Oh, hell, Jackie boy.
I can't skip that. Okay, yeah, we're near the end, I think.
What's happened to you?
Oh, shit. We have no weapons now. Okay. I forgot about this. Oh, blue umbrella. They couldn't possibly be a bad thing. Surprised they only give you 5 save slots, actually. Heading out, see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by, TJ. VOD will be up tomorrow anyway, so... Maybe this is a chance to get the final stealth kills?
There you are, you son of a
Like I said, I think I
bitch.
only need one more, probably.
Let's do this.
I don't know if it carries over between playthroughs, though, is the main problem. Okay, nope, nope, absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. No, thank you. I can't punch that. I'm slightly remembering this area now. Yep, you have to come here and get the glove.
What the hell is this?
And that's the only way to get through
One of
this
their
part
fancy
normally.
toys?
Unfortunately, it only gives us half of it.
Ready for use.
We can get the other half when we get to the next item box, but...
Charging. Charge complete.
Damn.
It was
Charge.
kind of interesting having a game, or a game mode that's so focused on just like straight up melee combat.
Charge.
And they did a pretty good job with it overall. It's just really like the game part of it, or the most annoying part of it.
Charge complete.
I'm staying charged. Oh, I have to punch that, don't I?
This just might be what I need to put old Jack down for good.
The good thing is we have the double gauntlets available whenever we get there. And what's in here? Anything? Save point. Aw, how sweet. Back when they were a normal family. That's actually kind of sad. Because now most of them are going to be dead after all of this.
Charging.
Alright, now we go through the old house, because now everything's full of military gear. Hello.
Charging. Charge complete.
This is your power trip fantasy of this game, I guess.
Charge complete.
And they've kindly sealed off the entire path to make things easier for us, which is very nice of them. Thank you, Umbrella people.
Charging.
Sounds like there might have been one behind me. There was. I'm not risking him popping up behind me.
Charging. Charge complete.
It's a badass.
Charging.
Oh, these things are still annoying to fight.
Charging.
Especially without having a gun.
Charging. Charging. Charging.
Make sure he's down.
Charge complete.
He is, I think. Yeah.
It's gotta be up ahead.
Dead umbrella soldier from something. Who knows what he died from. Alright, we're at the very end here, so that tent will take us into the final battle.
What happened
We are not going to head in there just yet. Lost inventory, moved to the item box. Wonderful. Alrighty, so we want to take the... might as well take both defense coins, the attack, instinct, and universal coins. The AMG, the AMG dual, the critters, the effigies, first aid meds, and the other critters. Yep, take all of it. Why not? Well, I was going to combine that first, but that's totally fine as well. Eat up a couple of them critters. That's a totally normal thing to do. Probably is down in the swamps of Louisiana. And now, make sure we have that double equipped. I don't know what we just picked up. I think it was the cure. Alright, let's go and save here. And then we're going to take on the final battle here. Which should be a joke with the double gauntlet,
Just you
so...
wait, Jack.
So yeah, you can get through this
Zoe
DLC in like an
coming
hour
with me.
once you know what you're doing and have the right
Zoe!
equipment. But
Zoe!
before we can
Zoe,
cue a
wake up,
Zoe,
wake up!
we've got us a final boss fight against the younger brother.
You're just a rabid dog now. I'm gonna put down your misery. Bring it on!
Double punch! That did like nothing. Holy shit, that did like literally nothing. That did though. That worked. And honestly, even just a single charge is gonna do pretty good damage.
You remember me, right? You remember the time I broke your nose when we were kids? You remember
I don't know if he's got damage caps on him or not.
Charging. 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 Charging.
Ow. 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 That hurt. That hurt me. Why do you want to hurt your brother so badly? I mean, I grew up as an only child, so I don't know if maybe that's a normal thing to want to hurt your brother like that, but come on now, Jackie boy. Don't you think that was a little bit mean to your older brother? Unless he was the one that beat you up all your life, and that's why you're so mad now? It's entirely a possibility. I don't really know. Like I said, I grew up an only child, so I have no idea.
Charging. Charging. Charge.
Okay, we're doing damage for sure.
Charge.
Yeah, we're doing damage.
Charge. Charging.
This fight actually isn't that hard normally because you can block most of his attacks. He doesn't have any, like, long-range stuff as long as you block.
Hey, you ain't cheating now, are you?
I love how I say that and then I die because I'm just stupid. That's entirely on me for being stupid. Let's try not to have that happen again. That was entirely on me for being a dumbass and being probably too close to him most of the time. Okay, let's try that again with a little bit less failure this time.
Zoe's coming with me. Zoe!
That was pretty bad. Let's try that again with hopefully less failure. There are medicines and stuff here as well, I believe, so... yeah, let's try that again. Because I gotta remember that, like, you're really supposed to do this fight with a lot of blocking. And it does make it relatively straightforward on the other difficulty. Actually, maybe it's better just to spam normal punches at him. Because that's doing damage for sure, like... yeah, that's the first aid med there. I think it's just... knowing what his patterns are and blocking, I think, is more of the thing you're supposed to do here. It's not like some of the other fights. I think you're actually just supposed to do a lot of blocking. I don't really know, though. It's been so many years since I played this, like 2017, 2018, or whatever, probably. Because I beat this, like, not that long after it came out, I believe. That was a good hit. Let's heal up again. Not today, Jack. Oh no. Yeah, this is supposed to be a fairly defensive fight. Remembering that now. It's been so long since I've played this. Since I remember anything from it. Ow. The thing is, though, I don't remember being this bad on, even on Joe Must Die, I beat him way faster. He's, like, not dying. Is the thing. Like, he's not taking damage. Like, I had no problem with him on Joe Must Die. I beat him in, like, 2 attempts. Well, I beat him on 2 attempts this time as well, but he was harder to kill than I remembered him being for that time. It's fine, though. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Just surprised it took multiple tries like that. And Jack is finally at peace because, again, like, the Baker family didn't deserve the shit they go through in this game because, like, they got mutated.
Hang in there.
It's not their fault it happened. It really
gonna be
sucks
all right,
that it
man.
happened.
Zoe? Zoe!
Zoe!
Wake up, Zoe!
Zoe!
What happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't you worry about me. It's all over now.
Four stealth kills. Where's my trophy? Thank you. I was about to say, where the hell is my trophy? You were not about to tell me that I didn't get my trophy. Thank God it unlocked. I thought for a second it wasn't going to unlock. Okay, let's knock out another stealth kill real quick.
To an old shack, not too far from here. It's there. I
I
swear.
thought for a second there it was about to not count anything. But nope, we good. Just take the duel. I don't really need it though. Because we need to get like one more stealth kill probably, and we're on easy now, so knock out one more quick stealth kill. We should have this DLC done.
Alright, you moldy motherfucker. I fucked this with my bare hands.
That was not a stealth kill, that's for sure. This one is very much ripe for a stealth killing, though. Or does it have to be 5 in a single playthrough? It has to be 5 in a single playthrough. Wonderful. That's fine. It's not that big a deal. We can knock that out real quick. That's 2 already. That's 2 already, so that's fine.
What the?
So we just gotta get 3 more here real quick, and then we'll be done with this DLC forever. If that's totally normal.
Christ.
Oh, it's probably normal, Joe.
Charging.
Yeah, we'll bring the gauntlets out for normal combat. They can't be done in stealth. Alright, perfect. Oh, hello. You actually surprised me there, little buddy. You don't get anything extra for beating it without weapons, so that's basically just there for being a trophy, nothing else.
No. No, no, no.
Random gator, 3 giant mutated gator.
Zoe!
Zoe! Zoe! Zoe 101!
Just let it work.
Zoe 101, just let it work. Good thing you know how to jab that right into whatever part of the body you need it to. Because you're a medical professional here, boy.
God damn it. Why ain't it working?
It wasn't full, was it? It won't be enough. She needs a full dose to heal completely. There's more at our base. Just untie me, and I'll take you there. Please.
Fine. Oh, no. Let him be eaten by random monster thing. I feel so many feels about this. I have so many feels.
Shit. Gotta get Zoe out of here.
Uh-oh. OBS. What are you doing?
No! We gotta get going.
That was weird. OBS disconnected for like 2 seconds straight. That was weird. Haven't had that happen before, but I know that OBS sometimes will drop frames and stuff like that, so it's not unusual. Just annoying when it does choose to happen. Anyways, so we need 3 more stealth kills, which we should be able to get here. Would have gotten them on the previous run, but I thought they carried over between playthroughs. Apparently they do not. So, yeah.
God damn it all.
We need to grab 3 more stealth kills. Then we can go off to bedroom. Night Terror, I probably need to have like a little more experience with before I really go for that trophy. Need to get a little bit more practice with it before I try to go for it. It's not all that hard, but like you do have to have some idea of what you're doing for that mode.
Looks like somebody left the lights on. That's good enough for me. Don't you worry, Zoe. Just a little further.
There is no point to this part whatsoever.
That's the base, all right. Oh, come on. Not now, Gator. Okay, you'll be safe here. Now just you wait.
Alrighty. Let's grab our remaining stealth kills here. Yep, this is where we're gonna grab our remaining stealth kills. This will be number 3. We just need 2 more. I love how they have these mindless, like, enemy patrol patterns randomly. Because that's totally how a mortal would act, I'm sure. There's one out there somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. There it is! Swamp Warfare. So that is every trophy in DLC number 3. Let's go, guys. That is another DLC done. We have 1 DLC left for this game. Let's go. Everything done in Band Footage 2, End of Zoe and Not a Hero. All we have left are 2 bedroom trophies that are easy, and then completing the Night Terror mode, which I'm probably not going to accomplish tonight, but we can try bedroom. Nope, not that. I don't want to play Not a Hero. Okay, so bedroom is basically an escape room. It's not hard, but you do need a good guide for this. This is not something you're going to do without a guide. So let me get a guide going. Yeah, it's super easy. It's just, you need a good guide for this. Oh, Snickle did a guide for this? Hell yeah, let's follow him. Let's see what Snickle did for this.
Hey everyone, big heads up, Paleo Valley's running a sale on all...
It was back in 2019, back when me and him were collaborating on Far Cry 2. Damn, that's a fucking throwback. Oh, this video is the one for the rat catcher trophy specifically. Okay, that's not exactly what we need. We need both, but... Okay, that's fine. We can look up the rest of it if we need to. That's totally fine. Knock this out, and then we're almost done. As for those who don't know, me and Sickle have worked together before on certain things, mainly with Far Cry 2. That was an experience. That was a game. That was the game of all games. Still my rarest platinum to this day. Not overly difficult, but
She wants you to be her big
very, very grindy.
Oh, now don't get too excited. Don't jump up and down just yet. You want to be part of this family, you gotta eat like family.
I don't want my supper, ma'am.
That smells good, don't it? You eat all this and you can be one of us. Then I'll take those things off and you can go out and play. But you gotta eat all of it.
Wow. This looks delicious. Really, it looks great.
Oh, good. I'll be back in a little bit to check on you.
Wait.
Seems like the right
Is
answer.
there anything else to eat?
You don't need nothing else. Now eat your goddamn supper!
I gotta do something.
Okay. I'm checking the guide here. First rat over by the bedstand, near the shutters. That's not the most descriptive. I'm gonna have to look at the video itself. Grab the spoon. Oh, okay. So grab that pocket knife, grab the thing out of that. Okay. I see what to do. That's our first one. This is bad. I might not get this right the first time. It won't let me have that pocket knife, though, so... Okay, so interact with the grandfather clock. Take the painting inside.
What was that noise?
That is not going to go well, so let's go ahead and wait here.
I can't let her see I've been out of bed.
Just spill it on yourself. Probably be fine. It's not going to know.
What the hell is all that noise? Oh, back. Huh? Now hold on just a minute. Well,
Yep,
Everything
nothing's
seems in
changed.
order.
That's about right.
come on now, eat up. I made that just for you.
I ate some of it.
Don't worry, I'll be back real soon.
All right. Okay, so the code is snake, upside down leaf, and apple. Okay, that's not correct, Snickle. Come on, man. You're usually better at this. There it goes. I don't know why that didn't count, actually. That's really weird. Second rat will be on top of the bookshelf in this room. Let's grab it. Okay, got that. So next up, put the correct paintings on the walls in the main bedroom and grab the sewing needle. Oh. No, crap. Get off that.
Shit. I'm not touching that.
I'm gonna need to check the video for this part. Okay, so what does he do for this? Oh, on that wall, you mean. Okay, that's easy enough. Then take the pictures back and put the circle one on the left. Okay, that makes sense. I see what we're doing here. The sewing needle. That's loud. Okay, got that put back in place. Use the sewing needle of the clock that you broke previously and set it to 5 o'clock, okay? That's going to take a moment to get to, don't you think? Oh, okay, that was loud. Okay, so apparently we can't win yet, so...
Who's making that noise?
we have to sit down and wait for Marguerite again.
Damn it. Damn it.
And then once she leaves, we can finish this off.
Is that you again, Lucas? I keep telling you, boy.
Nothing wrong has happened here. So yeah, it's basically just an escape room. But with more deadly consequences when you fail.
Don't that just smell like heaven? I made it specially for you. Huh? Has someone been in here?
No.
Oh, something ain't right. That picture was there in the corner for a reason! You dirty lying little shitbird!
Oh, crap. I seriously did it wrong? How did I do it wrong?
Don't you go making me angrier!
Oh, you're allowed to fail once. Okay.
Oh, God, I love home cooking.
Is that the dead rat? Really? Okay, that's really stupid. I'd love to know exactly what I did wrong here. I thought I did everything right according to the guides.
I gotta do
Maybe I
something.
missed something, though. Okay, grab the spoon. Do this thing to the bed. Grab the lantern. Okay, that time it let me take the knife. I don't know why it didn't work last time. Okay, interact with the first rat over here. Died from trying to get that rat. Ate too much of what... Oh, okay, so that is what it is. Interact with the clock to get the clock arm. Then use that on the grandfather clock. Then we get a painting. Oops, so that makes noise. Close the clock, hang the lantern back up, and wait for Marguerite. Shh, shh, shh.
What was that noise?
No, wait. That didn't work. That's not what I wanted. Why did it not work correctly? He didn't hang the lantern back up. There we go. That was almost really, really bad. He did not hang the lantern back up that time, so... I like the soup.
What the hell is all that noise?
Failed miserably at this without a guide. I don't see how you could do this without a guide. It's so specific.
Huh? Now hold on just a minute. Well, everything seems in order.
That's what I thought.
Come on now, eat up. I made that just for you.
I'm
Don't
sure
worry.
you did.
I'll be back real soon.
Okay, she's gone. If you fail, the guy on the bed says, wait, it was Lucas's fault? Really? Okay. I did not know that. Maybe that code's different on every playthrough or something. Okay, so we get the rat. Okay, so now we gotta do a painting puzzle. So we gotta remember to put the bee painting back on that wall. Alright, so we put the bee painting back here. No, not that. Don't interact with that.
Shit. I'm not touching that.
Okay, we got that. So then we put the sewing needle on here. And wind it to 5 o'clock. That is so loud. Then hang up the lantern and wait.
Making that noise.
We're fine. There ain't nothing wrong here, Marguerite.
Damn it. Damn.
Absolutely nothing wrong here. Will I do Resident Evil Village at some point, most likely? I just don't know if I'm going to do it fully on stream or not yet. We'll figure it out.
Telling you, boy, keep it down.
Marguerite, clearly I've done nothing wrong. Yeah, that is loud as hell.
Don't that just smell like heaven?
Yes, it does,
especially
ma'am.
for you.
I like some good old Southern home cooking.
Has someone been in here?
No.
Oh, something ain't right. Oh, just my imagination.
Good.
I figured you still hadn't eaten yet, so I brought something else for you.
I ate some of your soup. Okay, take the
Who the
fork.
fuck are these people?
Then stand up and use the fork on the new thing of food that she brought.
Oh god, I love home cooking.
I mean, do you really need to eat it? Can't you just, like, sort through it? Why would you eat it? I mean, seriously, why would you eat it? That's so dumb. Okay, let's see if he actually... Nope, this was only for that part. Okay, so... So I'm gonna need to see what to do next once we get to the end of this. Because I don't know what to do when we get to the end of this. Because we got the rats done, so... Okay, so he's done the paintings, done the door... Use the pocket knife on the back of that thing. Yeah, I'll do Shadow of the Colossus someday, I just don't know exactly when. It's not really super high priority. No, get up. We don't need to be here right now. Get up, you stupid dumbass. Okay, let's use that pocket knife here to get into this. The lantern? Oh, that worked. Okay, the torque works there. Solid fuel, that's good. So we're going to use that outside here. Do I even have all the items I actually need? I might have to follow like an actually like good guide for this or something, because that's the way this is starting to look. So no one seems to be capable of producing a good guide for this. Okay, yeah, this guide makes absolutely no sense as it's, like, wrong in several places. Oh, that's not good. Yep, that's gonna hurt me in the future, isn't it? Because of course it is, because why wouldn't it? What do you want me to do? You told me to do that. I know it needs fuel. Why do you think I... What do you want me to do? Okay, well this is broken. I can't use the fuel or the lighter on it. So that's wonderful. I love when games don't function correctly. Yeah, the PS4 version isn't that bad. It's just the PS3 version's not a good time. Okay, well there's nothing I can do about that because the game is legitimately broken. So for that, we need a couple of specific items, but yeah, the game is legitimately broken. I can't do anything about this. Use item on the stove. Use the solid fuel. You can't use that here. Use the lighter. You need fuel before you can light it. What the hell do you want me to do, you dumbass developers? No, seriously, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, this is gonna be a bug, right? This is a bug, right? This is clearly a bug, right? There's no other definition. This is clearly a bug. Because I don't know what the game expects me to do about that. I've done everything here perfectly, and then the game's just like, oh, nope, we're not going to make the buttons work correctly. Sorry, you get to redo the whole thing. Hardy, hardy, har. We think we're so funny by doing this. Stupid fucking game. I just love when games don't function correctly. Can I combine these in here, and that's what I'm supposed to do? Okay, well, you could have made it clear that I had to do that, but no, you didn't bother to do that. Stupid, stupid game.
Oh, I'm going out of my mind.
I gotta get back.
Okay, so I gotta think for a second here. So we get that back. Yeah, she's not gonna see anything else here. Except for that one drawer being out. We might be in trouble for... Oh shit, no, 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 no. Get up!
I'm not enjoying this, dang it!
Okay, okay, so we're in as good a shape as we can be. Now, she's going to see that that one thing's open, which is probably going to cause a problem.
Huh? Now hold on just a minute.
You fell asleep, missed a huge chunk of the stream. You didn't miss too much. I mean, we got our Indiana Jones platinums. That's what matters.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I didn't think she was going to be happy about that.
Fancy. You were out of bed, weren't you, you little
No,
piece
Lucas
of shit?
did it.
How did you get loose?
No, I wasn't.
Don't give me that. I know when somebody's been touching things they aren't supposed to.
It was Lucas.
No, it wasn't me. It was Lucas. He was just in here a minute ago.
Lucas? Oh, Lucas, I thought I told that boy he wasn't allowed to have you yet.
All right.
Before she kills me.
We are not going to get another escape after that, so... Alright, I gotta follow the guide. Let's use the corkscrew on that thing to get it. Alright, so we're near the end of this. Well, she's clearly gonna detect me at this point, so... Okay, that looks pretty close to what it wants, so... Why is it not doing what it's supposed to in the video? Oh, we have to combine them. Well, the game could make that a little bit more clear. I mean, God forbid we make things actually, like, realistically fair. No, that's not it. So, those horns need to be at the bottom. Nope, that is not it at all. So, that doesn't... That looks close. There we go. Got that. There we go. But what does that do? That doesn't help. You were lost without a guide. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Like, this is way more complicated than it needs to be. Check out what you missed in the VOD. Yeah, it'll be up tomorrow, so... Yeah, I don't see how you were supposed to figure this out without a guide. Then you use the fork on the lower thing. Okay, that makes sense at least. That one actually makes sense. Okay, so soon enough things are going to go very bad for us. Okay, this one at least makes sense. Okay, so she's there now, so I need to see what to do next. Get the knife out. And then we stab her. There ain't no way that's gonna work forever, so then we hit the bed. And then use the key. I love the video name of this. It's called Tweaker. That's literally the video name of this. That's hilarious, actually. Okay, that seems simple enough.
Are you in there?
Quick! Use your head!
Alright, that's fine. That's supposed to happen. That's supposed to happen. Yep. That's supposed to happen. Do that. The key. Go cry, bitch. I deal with so much drama every day at work, I really don't care about your shit. It's literally so dark that the game will not show me what's happening. I love when games do that. Like, it's literally so dark I can't see down here aside from doing this. There we go. Okay, that was slightly annoying. Not the most well-designed level. Too dark to be able to see anything. But yeah, that's it. So, at this point I have one trophy left in this game. Will not be going for it tonight because I don't have the time or the energy to go for it. I probably need to look at a video and see exactly what to do for that because it's not particularly hard. It's not something I'm going to do out of nowhere. So yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will be back here either tomorrow or Friday for the next stream, and I honestly don't know what it's going to be yet. Siphon Filter series or Resident Evil Village, I honestly don't know yet. We will have to figure that out when we get there. So see you guys in a couple of days or tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Secret Underdog. Thank you so much for the $2. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that, man. I'll be back streaming, though, like I said, tomorrow or Saturday or Friday or... Yeah, because tomorrow's Thursday, so either tomorrow or Friday. So I'll be back here real soon. I made $2. That's awesome. Oh, that's so